All right, so I've had several people ask me if I could do a more in-depth video on how I like post something. So I'm guessing that some of the people checking out the videos are beginners that kind of want to get into eBay. So I actually found a pretty good item this weekend that I think would be a good example of finding something at a thrift store that had no idea what it was, but I checked it out and it ends up it's going to be a really good flip. So I'll show you everything and how I determine pricing and shipping and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, over the weekend my wife and I decided to go out of town just a little ways, about an hour out of town, and go check out this barbecue place. And then we also wanted to go check out some thrift stores. Well, I had 3 thrift stores I picked out I wanted to check out. 2 of them were closed. The Salvation Army was open, so we went in just to see what they had. It was mostly junk. It was a little more organized than the Salvation Army in our town, but it was like the same stuff, not that good. Then I see this taillight sitting on the shelf. Now I know that car parts can do really well. Some not that great, some can do really well, it just kind of depends. But I'm looking this thing over, and I'm like, man, this thing is pretty clean. Now I don't know if it will quite show on video, but there's a lot of scuffing right here on the lens, okay? Some like scratches and scuffs, but there's no cracks or anything like that. And I don't know if you can see this tag, but it was only $4, okay? So I'm thinking $4, okay, that thing's gotta be worth more than that. But I had no idea what it was. So anyway, I start looking it over. I'm like, okay, a taillight is pretty basic. The 2 holes here is where you would plug in your bulb. Basically it goes in a little socket and you put it in there and you twist and it locks into place. But I did notice it had something here in the middle I wasn't sure about, and when I looked at this, these middle lights here are LEDs. So no matter what you buy, there's always going to be some risk. So it doesn't matter if you think it's a for sure seller, like a TI-84 calculator that you find for $1 at a garage sale, there is still a risk that it may not sell and you will lose your dollar. So you do not want to spend more money than you're willing to possibly lose. Now this is only $4. To me, it is worth the risk if it's no good. So I know, I mean, it's not cracked. It's a little scuffed up. I think that will hurt value a little bit. And like I said, I'm not sure if it'll show in video, but there's some scuffs there. But, you know, the bulbs, that's something that would be attached to the car, to the wiring harness. This thing just screws in place. When they unscrew it, they pull it out, undo the bulbs, it comes out. But I have no idea how to test these LEDs. I assume they work, but I don't know. That is my risk. So I could sell it to someone, they try it out and it doesn't work, and then I pay to ship it back or whatever. It could be a loss. You know, that's part of buying and flipping and all that. Is there's always risk no matter what it is. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to try to identify what this thing was. It looked like it was in good condition, and just from previous sales I've had in the past, I know car parts can do well. So I started looking and I see this right here. I don't know if you can read it. It says Toyota Japan R12V. So I assumed 12V means 12 volt, you know, like a car battery, and I see R. And then I also see an R written there and an R right here. So that tells me that this is the right side taillight. If it was left, there would be an L there, and I assume that it would be Toyota L12V. Okay, so at least I know it's the right side taillight. But I still had no idea what vehicle it was off of, or what year, or any of that kind of stuff. But usually car parts will have some type of identification mark on there. So the first thing I tried on the sold comps on eBay was I typed in Toyota R12V just to see if maybe I was mistaken and that's actually an identification mark. Well, it's not. Okay, that just tells you it's the right side and it's 12 volt. So I'm looking at it further, and then I realized there's all kinds of stuff printed here. It tells you the rear RR number, the side RR number, the reflector, the extension, the inner lens, and it has the, sunlight's terrible here, the base, the cover, the lens, and the housing. They have all kinds of markings on there. So I'm assuming these are some type of factory code. Probably, it's not really a part number. That's what I was really looking for. Sometimes you'll see, you know, PN, 112QZ 15-R7, or just something crazy like that, and you can type that into eBay and you'll find it. This one had nothing like that, so I just started trying out some of these codes. So I got on my eBay app on my phone and I typed in Toyota taillight, all right, because I knew it was at least a Toyota. And then the first code I tried was the base. I figured, maybe they're talking like this base structure. So this says it is a PP-TD20. So I typed that in my phone, PP-TD20, and I searched. Okay, now this is going to show current listings. Now it does show a taillight here for a 2013 to 2014 Toyota Scion IQ. But if you compare that taillight to this, it is not the same thing, okay? So I'm like, okay, that's not good. Well, that's just current listings. Maybe I'll look at what has sold. So on the app, you click filter, and then you can filter it by item condition. You could go used, new, whatever. And then I like to search, you could even just do completeds, which would be ones that have sold or have not sold. But when I want to look up price, I go to solds, all right? Then I click done up top. Now this shows all the ones you see, they're lit up green, they all sold. But still, nothing quite looks like that, okay? So I'm thinking, great, all right, I have no idea what this thing is. It's $4, I already bought it because I figured it had good value. And, let me look a little further into it. So then I went to the next code, okay? The lens code is PMMA. So Toyota taillight PMMA. All right, search that. And I'm looking this up, and again, nothing, no matches. I'm like, okay, I know I can find this thing. So I thought, well, let me just look up completeds this time. Like I said, that will be items that have sold or did not sell, but they turned over or whatever. So I click completeds, done. Still no Toyota, and for some reason that changed my PMMA to Puma, P-U-M-M, or P-U-M-A. So I'm still looking. All right, see the green ones there mean they sold. If you're completely new to eBay, you're looking at completed listings. Green ones sold, it even says sold up there. Red ones did not sell, and it says ended. That's how you can tell what sells and what doesn't, or you can just look up solds, and it will only show you the solds. So anyway, I'm scrolling through some more. None of these match. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, that could be it. That says it's a Prius, and then I look at mine again. No, not the same. Okay, so I look a little further. Okay, here's one for a Toyota Sienna. Nope, not the same. All right, so I keep on looking, keep on scrolling, going through all these. I find nothing at all until the very bottom. So hopefully I can find it here. There we go. Okay, check that out. Look at that taillight, and now look at this taillight. That is the same light. Okay, now this one didn't sell, but I'm getting info. It's a Toyota 4Runner. It says a 2014 to 2018 Wright LED OEM taillight passenger. Okay, so I changed my listing here to Toyota taillight 4Runner, and I'll just go, I don't know, somewhere in the middle, like 2015. All right, so there we go. I got Toyota taillight 4Runner 2015. I search and check that out. That is my taillight. So I know that is what this is, okay? So I'm seeing a brand new one is selling for $94.70. Here's a brand new one selling for $101. Here's some selling for $100. Here's a brand new pair, they're trying to get $500. A brand new pair, they're trying to get $485 plus $20 shipping. Here we go, here's a pre-owned one. Someone's trying to sell for $52.99 plus $17.82 shipping. Here's pre-owned for $70. Here's pre-owned for $100 plus $20 shipping. Here's pre-owned, they're trying to sell for $125. So at $4, I knew this was a good purchase. So anyway, I figure, hey, maybe I could get $100 for $120. The more I'm looking at it now though, with the scuffs and all that, I think I'll go a little under that. But for $4, I still think I could probably sell this for a pretty good amount. Now, these are the ones currently listed, and I still want to look up solds to see what they really are selling for. So same thing, I filtered it by solds, click done, and now it's showing, okay, brand new one sold for we'll call it 95. A pre-owned one, look at that. Now that's interesting. Brand new one sold for $94.70. This pre-owned one, 2 or 3 days before that, sold for $115. Here's a pre-owned that sold for $70. A brand new that sold for $101. Pre-owned that sold for $84. The pricing's all over. Here's one that a pre-owned sold for $100 plus $15 shipping. That was a couple days, or yesterday or day before. So, I mean, I could sell it for $75, or maybe I could sell it for $100 or $120 free shipping, or $99 plus shipping or something like that. But I mean, it's not cracked. I was unable to test the LEDs because I am not exactly sure how to test that out, and mine is scuffed. I originally thought, well, hey, I could price it out for $100, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be like $75 to $85 plus shipping, something like that. So it might end up going maybe $95, $100 free shipped, or like I said, $75, $80, $85, somewhere around there. I don't know. It's a little scratched up and things like that. But at least now I know what it is. It's a 2014 to apparently a 2018 Toyota 4Runner taillight for the right side. So now I can clean it up and get it listed. So let me show you how I do that.